I was cleaning out my mom's closet after she passed away, and I swear to God, I wasn't ready for what I found. There was this old wooden box tucked behind her sweaters, sealed tight with a rusty lock. For some reason, my hands started shaking before I even touched it. I broke the lock open, and inside were a few photographs, a small necklace, and a letter addressed to me. My heart dropped instantly. The handwriting was hers, but the date was from almost 20 years ago. I sat down on the floor, trying to breathe, and started reading. The first line said, "If you're reading this, it means the truth finally found its way to you." That's when my whole world started to tilt. She wrote about a man named Daniel, the name of the person I'd always thought was just her old friend. But no, turns out Daniel was my real father. My dad, the man who raised me, wasn't my biological dad at all. I literally stopped breathing for a second. I felt this wave of anger, confusion, and heartbreak all at once. As I kept reading, my mom explained everything. She said she and Daniel had been in love before she met my dad. But her parents didn't approve of Daniel because he was from a poor background. They forced her to marry someone else, the man I grew up calling Dad. But the twist, Daniel didn't just walk away. My mom said he tried to fight for her, even after I was born, but my grandparents lied to him and told him she had moved overseas. I was in tears at this point, trying to imagine the kind of pain she must have lived with all these years. Then I saw the necklace. It had a small D engraved on it. She wrote, "He gave me this the day before I lost him forever. I kept it because it reminded me of the love that gave me you." I don't even know how long I sat there, just holding that necklace, crying like I was 5 again. My mind started replaying every moment from my childhood, the way my mom used to stare out the window sometimes for hours, how she'd get quiet when certain songs played on the radio, or why she never talked much about her past. Suddenly, it all made sense. But then came the hardest part of the letter. She ended it by saying, "If you ever find Daniel, tell him I never stopped loving him, and that our daughter grew up strong." I couldn't believe what I was reading. My mom had carried this secret for my entire life, just to protect me. For days, I couldn't think straight. I didn't know if I should confront my dad, the man who raised me, or try to find Daniel, my real father. But deep down, I knew I had to know the truth. So I started searching. Old photos, social media, anything that could lead me to him. It took weeks, but one day, I found a post, a man named Daniel, living 2 states away, posting pictures that looked too familiar. My hands were trembling as I sent the message, "Hi, I think you might know my mom, her name was Sarah." He replied within an hour, saying, "Sarah, please tell me this isn't a joke." My heart broke right there. I told him everything, the letter, the truth, all of it. He didn't even type back for a while, and then he sent one line that shattered me. I knew she never left willingly. 2 weeks later, we met in person. When he saw me, he froze. He said, "You look exactly like her." And right there, standing in front of this man I never knew, I felt a strange kind of peace. Like I'd been walking around missing a piece of myself without realizing it. He told me stories about how he and my mom would sneak out to watch sunsets, and how she always dreamed of giving me the life she never had. Hearing that made me realize something. My mom didn't lie to hurt me, she lied to protect me from pain. She carried her heartbreak so I could grow up in a stable home, even if it meant losing the love of her life. Now, every time I look at that necklace, I don't feel angry anymore. I feel grateful, because that letter didn't just change how I saw my mom. It changed how I saw love, sacrifice, and what it means to truly protect someone you care about. Sometimes, the truth hurts, but it also heals. And I finally understand, my mom's silence wasn't a lie, it was love.